What's up, you guys? This is JD Young back with another video today. It's a nice, kind of warm, lukewarm day today in South Carolina. It's gonna get hot when the sun comes out. Obviously, this weather be bipolar. It was just raining about 30 minutes ago, and boom, it just stopped and it's sunny and cloudy somewhat again. It's kind of weird, but you know, if you saw the title today of this video, of course, then you know that we're gonna be discussing why you need to speak good to yourself. And you know, I'm still kind of learning this topic, but obviously it's kind of weird because I'm writing about it right now and I feel like I'm not really knowledgeable yet to fully write it, but talk about it. For some reason I feel like it'll be better to talk about it because I don't have to be so in depth about it in a way, but I can be, you know. But I'm gonna probably make a part 2 of this video once I have even more knowledge on this specific area, of course. But we all have that inner voice, you know, your inner monologue. It's the voice that you hear in your head. That's your voice. It's like when you're reading a book. I don't know, some people it's different. Some people, they have this more so imagery and things like that, but for some others it could be actually you hearing that voice, your actual voice, and processing it in your mind silently without talking, which is really interesting. But I feel like, you know, this plays a huge role in why many people are your inner dialogue too, basically. But you know, I feel like many of these things, they can have a positive effect on your life or a negative effect on your life, and it's really primarily on how you talk to yourself within. And you know, obviously I think a lot of it has to do, when you connect this together, it comes down to your own personal experiences that you've gone through life. Like I said, like, you know, in past videos, maybe it's you know, certain experiences that were kind of traumatic for you, or it was, you know, losing someone in your family that you really cared about. I don't know. Or maybe it's you getting bullied. You know, things that basically promote negative thoughts, patterns in your mind. You know, maybe you haven't had a girlfriend, maybe you're a virgin. You know, sometimes for some people these things can cause negative effects to their mind, and it can really lower their own self-confidence and self-esteem within themselves because they don't feel like they're good enough. You've been there before, and I can tell you right now, in the past, the voices I used to say to myself in my head, like, you know, I wasn't really good enough and I didn't really love myself. And you know, just, it was nothing but really pure negative vibes, negative thoughts that I had, that I was creating in my mind and telling myself constantly, which caused me to just be in even more pain than actual good. And that's why I feel like it's very important to understand this, because, you know, when you start to become aware, you know, when you build that self-awareness on these negative thoughts that you're telling yourself, how you're not good looking, you are fat, or, you know, just anything that's bad, you're telling yourself these. Obviously you're being realistic. You got to be realistic with yourself at the end of the day, but at the same time you gotta treat yourself in a better way. Treat yourself in a better way. Okay, you're big, but you can be on the process of losing more weight. You're not that bad, you know. And that's why I feel like, you know, it's very important, you know, even with the negative experiences that we've gone throughout our lives, that we still try to find the positive in many situations that we've been through. Because what happens many times, you know, with these negative experiences, we don't heal from them, and it causes more pain throughout our lives because we just kind of, people kind of block it off. You know, they kind of block off that feeling because they don't want to feel that hurt and that pain, and they sit with it. And over time, of course, obviously you get over it, but it's still there subconsciously within the depths of your being, you know. And think about criminals and people who've just committed bad things in their life. Think about, like, what are they thinking? What is their inner monologue, you know, telling them, like, what they should be doing? You know, like the voice in their head. Like, could you imagine how evil that voice is and the things that it's telling them? You know, like you know, like I can tell you right now, like my inner dialogue, my inner voice that talks to me a lot of times. Obviously, I try to talk as good to myself as possible and tell myself good, or just not necessarily just talk about myself, but just have positive energy, positive vibes. But obviously it's telling me more things. It's telling me about certain people, certain situations. You know, it's telling me many things, you know, happening at a time in a way. And it kind of gives you a bigger insight on many people and situations, but at the same time, it really can affect your reality in a good way or a bad way. It's like when you're dealing with a toxic person. This person could have a negative impact on your reality and make you think differently from how you did before. Now, instead of really trusting people like how you normally used to in the past, you can't do that because of these negative experiences and how it has affected you and your mind. And what is it that you're telling yourself too at the same time? You know, like, are you telling some man, I never do this again, or, you know, I never want to feel that hurt again. I just want to, you know, block off all the pain and all kind of crap. Sorry, I'm speaking kind of random right now, but these are just, dang. But these are just the thoughts that many people, I feel like, have, you know, especially with the constant negative thoughts. You know, it can even be evil, dark thoughts that go through people's head with their inner monologues. And it's really important to understand this concept because how it can affect your external reality. A lot of it does come from your external reality of the actual real world itself. But what's inside of you is what really matters the most, you know? So if you're talking really bad to yourself, you're talking really negative to yourself, then that is going to be your reality. That's the thing about all of this, how it connects to your own personal life and reality. Because when we talk that negative to ourselves, it's not going to do anything but make our lives harder. So talk good about yourself. You know, once you start actually talking good about yourself, you're going to see actually a drastic change in just what you do in general. You know, if I just continue to just talk bad about myself and stuff, then guess how that's gonna negatively affect my life. I'm gonna start making more bad decisions. I'm gonna start doing things that don't benefit me, that don't help me grow into a better person. So that's why it's really important to speak good to yourself, to actually think more in a positive light of yourself. Even if you're not there realistically, you need to start speaking better about yourself so you can get there one day. So yeah, man, that's where I kind of wanted to talk about today in this video. Nothing crazy, just a brief summary. And like I said, I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this when I have more in-depth knowledge, but I did feel like having to say this. I just wanted to say it off my chest, so you know, I'm glad that I did. But that's really it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a good day. Peace.